Hi, morning YouTube. Back on the Gravely 50-inch mower deck. Got a couple blades from a friend for free. They're not ideal because they're sharpened on both ends, but it'll do for now, just for me to, for this season, it'll be fine. Like I said, I can always steal one of the blades off of the 408 that I have. So, something else I noticed is, for some reason, this spindle is not, I don't know if something happened to the end, but or maybe a little bit sheared off, or I don't know what. There's like so many different variations with Gravely sometimes that just kind of frustrates you, small subtle differences. But this thing is fully cranked down. As you can see, it is not fully engaged on that nut like it is on all these. So I don't even think I'm embedded into the nylon on this end, which is kind of frustrating. But these nuts that I got from McMaster, I don't know what pitch they are. Oh, they're this right pitch. I should say this. I'm saying this wrong. How fine of a thread, or how much engagement, how much slop there is, I should say. These are really tight. Literally, it's taking my half-inch impact driver to get this 5/8 18 on there, which it is the right thread, but the tightness of it is like extraordinary. I don't know if it's mil spec, or I don't know what the hell it is, but it's like, I'm kind of not worried about that really coming off. It was tight getting it on there, and I've taken it on and off a few times, and it, none of the threads are cross-threaded or buggered up, so it's the right pitch. But whatever the interference on it is pretty tight. So let me get this deck on these two bins here to get it off the ground, so I can start getting the top assembly on. Got the top bolt on, or top nut on, I should say, sorry. Basically, yeah, I don't know what is up with this spindle, but it's definitely shorter than the others, because you can see the others have they have a washer underneath, and then this one doesn't. I used the half drive to crank this one down, so we'll have to see. On the so easiest thing to do is always put it on something that's raised, so you get really good access underneath. And these are nice because they're it's not just like a 4x4. You have a lot of height and it's stable. I like doing the what I just did worked really well. So you do one corner, loosen it, or keep it light, hand tight, finger tight. Do the other half, and then you basically slide in the tube and then upload it. So all looks good. I just need to, once I crank these four down, I will crank and tension the belt, test it out. I will open up this just to take a look at it. I haven't looked at it yet. I'm guessing it's fine, knock on wood. But I'll probably crank all these down with my 3/8 impact on, not my half-inch. I don't need it to be crushed, so I don't need it to be totally crazy tight. So as long as it's snug, it should be fine. So let me just get the other impact on. Let's see what we got. Ooh, that's chock full. That is chock full of grease. I think we're good. Don't need to add any more to that. So what I'll do is I'll probably just kind of spatula it around and just move it around into the right spots. And as you can see, it looks like a little dry in some spots. So I'll just kind of mix it in and keep moving. My lifter arm, I don't know, I gotta look at the drawings. I don't know if it's in the right, I'm putting it in the right spot, or it's too long or something. It just doesn't seem right, so I'm gonna leave it off for now. Everything else is in place, so I'm gonna drive it out into the lawn and turn it on and see what we get. Well, it worked pretty good. As far as noise, I don't know if everything seems to be okay. I don't hear it. I've watched some other videos. They all seem about the same, you know, how loud it is, but pretty happy with it. I'll just have to keep an eye on when I was greasing them. It didn't seem like it was putting a lot in, so I'll just have to keep an eye on it and try it again before I really do a long run with it. But hey, it works. All right, so I finished it up. Actually, just had the time and just went in and did it. So I took the deck off, went back in and just made sure everything was greased, tightened up a couple bolts, put this plate on, and actually the lifter arm, which it's an L hook, and it has the, you know, the custom pin, which is basically allows it to swivel, and you pin it through the linkage up top. I basically looked at it and it was just not reaching this, but one of the problems I saw was it was fixed to a top position, so you had to stick with whatever the length was. So I said, no, that's, you know, that I think that's wrong. So basically what I did is I took off all the nuts and just put nuts on the upper side rather than the upper and the bottom, which locked it in place. So now it can float. If you pull the deck up, it'll pull the deck up normally, but then if you push it down and the deck hits something, or either hits something or you overextend the hydraulics, it has the tolerance to allow it to slide. So it works great now. Let me basically put the camera up and I'll show you. Give me a second. There we go. Squeals a little bit. I don't know. Eventually, I'll address that. But all right, cool. Now we're all set. So for at least for this season, next season, what I'll do is I'll take it apart, fix, patch up everything, and then paint it. So thanks again for watching.